Welcome to the Deep Dive. We've got some really fascinating listener questions and info about DeepSeek AI and, well, some potential red flags about data privacy, especially when it comes to the Chinese government.
Yeah, it's a bit of a controversial topic, right? And like you said, the questions we've got really dig into this claim that DeepSeek AI actually admitted, so to speak, that the Chinese government has access to user data.
Right, right. And what makes this deep dive so juicy is the stuff you sent us, like this weird firewall thing and the way the AI's answers change. It's giving total digital mystery vibes.
Totally. You sent over this video, and it's amazing, right? You're in there talking to this DeepSeek AI, and you keep asking it about, like, data privacy in the Chinese government, and then
Yeah.
suddenly, boom, you get a straight answer. But
So then things get a little weird, right? It's like almost too quiet.
yeah, like, imagine you're having this conversation, everything's clear, the AI is making sense, and then all of a sudden this firewall pops up, like, right after the AI gives you this answer that basically confirms those worries about data access. What?
It's like someone hit the mute button.
Yeah.
Right when things are getting good, the curtain falls. So did you just walk away at that point? Case closed.
No, not at all. It was way too interesting. You were like a dog with a bone, restarted the interaction, recorded it again, even tried different devices.
Why was that, why do that whole routine?
Think of it like a science experiment. By trying it over and over with all these different variables, you managed to zero in on one thing. The AI's answers were changing, like really obviously, every time that firewall thing popped up.
And all that effort, all those tests, it really shows, well, one thing for sure, DeepSeek, maybe they aren't being super transparent about how their AI works, you know what I mean?
100%. It really raises some tough questions. Like, is there something they're trying to hide? Is it on purpose?
Right, right. Like, it's not just about, one answer.
Right.
It's the whole, like, why are things changing? And why that firewall? It makes you wonder what's really going on, like behind the scenes in the code.
Yeah, and that's where it gets really wild, from like a techie perspective. Think about it, right? Usually firewalls are there to stop someone from getting into a network, like, to keep things secure. But here, it's almost like it's being used as some kind of, I don't know, censor. Like they're trying to stop the AI from saying something specific.
But they're like covering its mouth. Super creepy. I've got chills. So this whole thing, I mean, is this censorship? Are we seeing AI being used to control what we know?
That's the big question. And it's one we can't ignore because, look, AI is everywhere now. It's in our phones, our cars. It's everywhere. And if we can't even trust the information it's giving us, or if we know someone's messing with it, that's terrifying. It's like, imagine going to a library where someone's taken out all the books that, don't fit a certain agenda. What are we even left with at that point?
Yeah, totally. Makes you want to double check everything, So like stepping back, this whole thing, it's kind of a wild ride, isn't it? We start with one question and end up in this weird, secretive AI world.
Yeah, it's a wake-up call, right? We can't just accept everything, even when it's from this super advanced tech. I mean, we really went deep this time, huh?
We did. And it's scary. But, I think there's a silver lining. This whole deep dive, it shows how important it is to really think critically, like especially in the age of AI, the digital age, whatever we're calling it these days. We can't just tune out.
Totally. You've got to question everything, no matter where it comes from, no matter who's saying it. AI can be manipulated. It can be used for good or bad, and we have to be aware of that.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Being informed, questioning everything, maybe even being a little suspicious.
Yeah.
But hey, that's life in the digital age, right?
It is. It is. And, it's important to remember there are tools and companies out there trying to make things more transparent, more secure. Like Stonefly, for example.
Oh, yeah, Stonefly. That's a good one.
Yeah. They're all about, data security, making sure things are like locked down tight. You can check them out at stonefly.com or, just contact their sales team, sales@stonefly.com.
So everyone listening, you heard it here. If you're worried about data privacy, if this whole thing has you freaked out, go check out stonefly.com. You won't regret it.
Absolutely. And remember, stay informed, stay curious, and keep questioning everything.
You got it. And that's a wrap on another deep dive.
Until next time.